Alright, no cheesy introduction this time. Let's hit the water. And we're off. This time I'm launching from the Canoe Lake access point. Headed up to Little Joe, into Burnt Island, Sunbeam, Tom Thompson. I'll be spending my last night at Teepee, then back down to Canoe Lake. Nice little 3-nighter, 4 days. Well, 2 days and 2 half days. 4 days. Had one of the coolest things happen. Guys in the canoe over there just asked me, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? Les something, right? I said, yeah, Solo Les guy. And then told me that he really enjoyed the videos and took some advice that I gave on the Hennessy hammock. So that's pretty cool. That's 2 trips now I've been identified. I'm getting famous. The wind's really picking up. And the kayak doesn't seem to care. I kind of like the look of this site, but there's somebody already checking it out. He's been sitting in his kayak for a while. Just hang around here, and if he moves on, I'll go check it out. If not, then I'll move on. Okay, well, that fella did move on from the site, so I'm gonna go check it out. Of course, if he didn't like it, maybe I won't like it either, but I really like the landscape of it. I like the rocks. Now, there were a lot of crows up now. There were a couple of crows up there when I came up, so I could find a bunch of garbage. Let's see what we got. Wow, I really like this fire pit. This is really well done. Done up on 3 sides. Someone even left a grate, which is good because I have a steak that I was going to make tomorrow night, but I might do it tonight instead. There's cached firewood. I don't see any trash at all. Good. Just need to find a site for my hammock. Well, way back in there, my rope is hung for the food bag tonight. Now, next item up is to get some firewood to cook supper tonight. Hope I can find enough wood. That ought to do it. So I brought the rocket stove back out, and this time I added a couple of bolts here that I can use as a pot stand, and when I pack up I'll thread those down. See if we can't get this sucker lit. Yeah, so what was in my fire kit was my little straws with cotton balls and Vaseline and whatnot. They'd take a spark in a second. They were great. But it reminds me of a time Les Stroud was giving an interview. And somebody asked him, how do you train and learn to to make fire from nothing all the time? And he says, I don't. I carry a bunch of lighters. Well, tonight's dinner, Mountain House vegetable beef stew. Look at all that beefy goodness. Oh, that's going to be so good. I've had the beef stew before, and I did like it. So, it gets a pass. It gets to go on the next trip. That's the deal. There we go. 10 minutes later, and we got beauty here. We got good eatings. So I cut the bag in half so my spork will reach all the way to the bottom. But I'm going to leave it in the bag so that I don't have to wash this pot. Today on the Portage Trail, a couple canoes came up. Had 5 girls in it, college age girls, we'll say. And I'm doing my thing and mind my own business. And one of them in this lovely accent, we'll say, in broken English, basically says, "Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of us?" And they all stand there. And I said, "Absolutely, that's a great idea." I took up my camera and pointed it at them. So we all had a chuckle. And then I took their picture with their camera. A tour boat. I did not expect that. Just going over Jeff's map here, monitoring my progress for today. I left the Canoe Lake access point at 1 o'clock. I overheard somebody say it's only 1 o'clock. And then I managed to get to my site here toward the middle of the east arm of Joe Lake. And I was here by 3 o'clock, so 2 hours, including a short portage, but still had to muck about with the kayak for the portage. So, I'd say it's pretty good progress. That's significantly better than I did on Cedar Lake. It's about half the time. Yeah, 8 kilometers today, 2 hours. Well, I haven't done this before. Something I've wanted to try is the upside down fire, or the self-feeding fire. I hope I did it right. Spark it up, see what happens. That's actually working really well. I really like that. I got here at about 3 o'clock. Started making supper around 4. Finished eating it around, I don't know, 4:30. Did the fire. I'm out of wood. Hung my food. About 7:30. I'm bored out of my mind. Yeah, I'm bored. I could go for a paddle, but I did that already. That's how I got here. I don't know. Maybe I'll turn it early. I don't know. Maybe that's just the first day blues, I guess. Takes a little while to get into the routine, you know. I made such good time and good pace and everything, and I found myself with way too much time on my hands when I got here. You know, you get that, some people call it the melancholy hour. You know, for me, it's when I get onto the site and I can't quite sort out what I want to do. You know, I've gotten so efficient at making a fire, and so efficient at making food, and so efficient at setting up my hammock. It doesn't take much time anymore.